The shattered Treasurer, Malcolm Turnbull, believes that the budget has failed its biggest fight in reducing pressure on interest rates and inflation.
Thanks for joining us, Mr Turnbull.
Great to be with you.
Well, on the whole, it seems this budget has been well received. Market economists think that the size of the surplus is good, and even Access Economics is surprised at the size of the savings.
Well, the size of the surplus is good, but it's no credit to Wayne Swan. In fact, Wayne Swan has not cut spending at all. He's increased spending and he's increased taxes. So he's done nothing to fight inflation, and what he's done is completely contrary to what he said he was going to do.
He's also given $46 billion worth of tax cuts over 4 years.
But they are coalition tax cuts. This is what Peter Costello
promised.
On,
we haven't got a coalition government, have we?
No, but you remember at the beginning of the election campaign, John Howard and Peter Costello laid out a set of tax cuts over these years going forward, and Labor copied almost all of them. So these are the coalition tax cuts delivered by Postman Swan.
In the run-up to the budget, you were urging the government not to take swinging cuts, as they seemed to be saying they were going to do.
Well, not seemed, they were saying they were going to do it, and I believed them.
Well, so you'd welcome tonight then, wouldn't you?
Look, this budget is inflationary. It is increasing taxes at a time when we clearly don't need to increase taxes. It is increasing spending at a time when the Treasurer was saying, and of course many economists were saying, that spending should not be increased. Now, I was concerned about a huge swinging cut in spending that would have an impact on economic activity, but of course we've seen nothing like that. They've increased spending. This is the biggest spending budget in our history.
What, briefly, would you have done different?
Well, I certainly would not have increased taxes. That is for sure. What I would have done was looked very carefully at cutting programs which were wasteful or inefficient, and there are always some programs that don't work out. But what Mr Swan has done is he's cut coalition spending and then added a whole lot of Labor spending, which it ends up with a net increase in spending, and that is one of the reasons, that together with the tax increases, is why this budget is actually inflationary.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.